Hi, I'm Miles from Carp School and I'm going to show you how to splice Leadcore to create a really incredibly neat, very strong loop. First of all, we're going to remove some of the lead wire that is inside this material. So the way to do that is to try not to pull the lead out of it. What we're actually doing is this hand's staying still and I'm pulling the braid back. Okay, we're going to pull out 3 or 4 inches. Lead wire is nice and soft, you can pull that off. I actually use that to wrap around hook link materials to pin them down and so on. So you don't always need to throw that away. All right, then let go of the Leadcore, and what you'll find is that the material will be nice and thick. You can run your fingernails along and you'll feel where the wire runs out, and you can see there where there is no lead wire inside, it's quite supple, and then my finger's just touching there where the lead finishes. So I'm going to mark that with my thumb and forefinger. Okay, take a nice small splicing needle. This one here is about as thin as I can find. They're quite delicate and you will break the odd one or two, but I find the smaller they are, the better. Take the little hook that's in the end and hook that into the material. And this braided material is hollow inside, obviously, because we've taken the lead wire out, leaving a gap down through the middle. And so we're now going to try and push this needle up inside. Okay. Now, as you push it down this way, it's actually concertinaing and opening up. And the more that opens, the easier it is to push this needle down inside. So we're going to push it down an inch or so. All right, in this instance, we're going to put a swivel on to this loop, but if you don't want to have a swivel on there, you can just create a loop itself. But I'm going to take a swivel and just thread that on at this stage. All right. And I'm just going to poke the needle back out through the Leadcore. You can see that it's quite simple, just poke it out. And this latchgate needle then gets turned around and I just place the Leadcore material into it like so. I don't hook it in or anything, I just push it through, just 2 or 3 mil, and then close the latch gate. If you have too much poking through, you'll find it quite difficult to pull it back down inside this section here, which is what we're aiming to do. Now, the way Leadcore works is the more it's opened up, the less it grips. And the tighter it is, the smaller that hole inside actually is. So what you're going to want to do is make this section here as big and open as possible. So push it right on up, you can see there it's getting fatter. And we're now then going to try and tease this needle back down through, pulling this doubled over section. There you go, it's popped inside, you can see there it's coming down inside. We're actually going to try and pull it back out. And you can see there it's come back out. All right, like so. Now, if we wanted just a loop there, that's fine. This instance, we're having the swivel on the end, so we're going to pull that loop down nice and tight. So by pulling on this tag end, we're going to make that loop really small. Like so. And now by pulling on the swivel and this standing line, and the tighter I pull on that, the tighter it's going to grip. Okay, remember as you pull tight, this outer section that we've pushed this piece through, is tightening down and gripping it. Now we've got this tag end hanging out, and that's not what we want. So to make that really nice and tidy, what I'm going to do is just pull this section back slightly, trim it off, and then pull it back over it, and this tag end will be shorter and disappear up inside. So I'm just going to pull that back slightly, trim it off nice and neatly, and then holding onto the swivel and the main line, the main part of the Leadcore, I'm pulling that down. Now, I can pull as hard as I like on that. This is 35-pound Leadcore, and I can pull at least 35 pounds on there and that won't break. The only way that Leadcore splice will come undone is by actually making it slack and then pulling that piece that we've inserted inside, pulling that back out. For a bit of extra security, you can, if you wish, add some super glue there and sometimes there. But that is some splice Leadcore, this time with a swivel on, but you could create just a simple loop there for any other rigs that you might be tying.